What up, everybody? I am DJ Q Ball.
It's your boy Jilla Beats.
It's your boy Versatile.
And this is the Unplugged Talk Podcast.
Yes, sir.
And right here is where we give you the unplugged, unedited, everything talk. Y'all already know the spiel.
Yes, sir.
But before we get into anything, we got Shannon the Shooter in the building.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Shannon the Shooter, the I'm Just Chillin' producer in the building.
That's what I'm talking about.
Did. Man, so how was y'all week, man? Well, first of all, it was I think a couple of weeks because we had a couple birthdays. We had Father's Day, you know what I'm saying? So you know. So how was y'all vacation?
Man, I had a beautiful birthday, you know what I'm saying? I take my birthday serious, you know what I mean? So we made it another 365 around, you did?
Yes, sir.
So my
season.
My birthday was
Gemini
good.
Cancer season.
Yeah, Father's Day was good. Dang, I had to go back because my birthday is after Father's Day. It's changed this year, but Father's Day was good. Birthday was good. It's been a good week. You know what I mean? Well, those weeks.
Okay.
What about you guys?
Man, was
man.
Was good. Birthday, you know, as I did last year, I was out of town. Went to Los Angeles and went to San Diego, documented the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, man, listen, San Diego is super duper underrated, bro.
I know.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful in San Diego.
Yeah.
The food
West
is
Coast.
delicious. Like everywhere we went, the food is delicious.
Yeah.
The sights is beautiful to see. It's just something else to do, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just something else to do, and I did it. You know what I'm saying? Man, I had a ball for my birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I know.
happy belated birthday.
Yeah, I
because
said
ain't
happy.
get-
Yeah,
we
both
get to
y'all.
see you in person.
man.
You know what
So-
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for real. Both y'all happy belated birthday.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Man, sweet. Hey, look, off of what you're saying off your trip, man, it inspired me. I'm not gonna deny it. You know what I mean? I'm watching the footage like this is dope, right? Yeah. But not even just that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to put more respect on this man's name straight up, because man, look, he's a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm gonna tell you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so we gonna keep it like that. So look, anything else you thought this man was doing, whatever. Now it's even more. You better put more respect on that name. Yesterday's price ain't today's or the future's price. But anyway, back to what we was talking about. My week was good, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the holiday and everything like that. You know, I've been doing events back to back to back. Had Direct's birthday, celebrity birthday celebration. I saw y'all there. Happy birthday, Direct. You know what I'm saying? We had the Twisted Dex Million celebrity basketball game yesterday, which was dope. Everybody, it was a dope turnout. Congratulations, Team Twister. Yeah, man. Outside of that, man, just been doing events and doing certain things, you know, family stuff, whatever. But just been trying to, like, you know, stay productive, but stay, you know, chill at the same time. Had to handle some business. Had a nice little business meeting. You know, get some things, you know, straightened out, corrected. You know, whoever's misunderstanding is understood now. So had to do that. So yeah, so things now, you know, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I'm looking forward to what we got coming up. You know what I'm saying? We got some things coming up, y'all.
Yeah, man. The rec party was off the chain. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was super dope. I had a chance to document that as well, you know, and
dope recap,
you know,
by the way.
Man, so man, y'all go on YouTube and check out, just type in Direct's 50th birthday party, you know what I'm saying? You'll see, you know what I'm saying, everybody, you know, that was there. Yeah. For those that I didn't catch, I apologize. But it was just too much going on. But I believe that I caught maybe 98% of the people, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so
it was dope. Dope
go check that out, y'all. Go check that out right
Definitely
after this. Go check it out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, man. So what we doing, man? What's going on, man?
Man,
what is going on, man?
I got some good news with the Institute. You know, we about to get it back rolling with the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm
We gotta
talking
do
about.
it for the kids, man. We
Gotta do it for the kids.
We gotta teach them. You know what I'm saying? And show them a different route. You
Yes.
dig what I'm saying?
Yes.
Kind of like an off the street movement. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of our kids now today, they definitely off into the newer technology, and you know, everybody want to be a star and do music or whatever now. So you know what I'm saying? I could pretty much show them, you know, basic introduction or advanced, you know, stuff I know how to do. If they want to come DJ, if they want to come learn how to make beats, they want to come record, they want to rap, they want to do podcasting, like, you know, come to the Orchestration Institute. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts, big facts. It's funny. I'm glad you're talking about that because I got approached a couple weeks back or whatever, doing some stuff with the city of Chicago, as well as the partnership with Lollapalooza for the youth, you know, and providing stages and stuff like that. They have like different things they got coming up, from performances to they have a competition that's coming up, you know, and you know, basically they want, you know, judges, things of that nature. So it's like I tell everybody this year, man, 2024, I was dedicating to, you know, a lot more outreach stuff. Like I know you guys already been doing it, you know what I'm saying? I got to get with y'all on that, on the food one, you got doing stuff like that too. Yeah. But that was the thing, you know what I'm saying? Even with, every organization I'm talking to, that's been the whole focal point. You know what I'm saying? Outreach. Because 2024, I was like, you know what? The community needs us. Without the community, there is no us, no matter what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're not taken care of, if they're not looked out for or whatever, they're not going to be able to look out for us. Yeah. You know, because at the end of the day, that's who pays for a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's, you know, concerts, you know, any events we have, whatever, they're the ones coming to spend their money. You know what I'm saying? So like, if they're looking out for us like that, we need to be able to, you know, return that favor. Yeah. And even those who can't afford to do it, you know, to be able to keep that community love going. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, giving hope, spreading hope to people. Like, look, you know, anything's possible, and you're not out here alone by yourself.
Right. Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Deluxe Graphics Group.
Deluxe!
Hey, they have everything from graphic design to marketing. You name it, they do it to get that product out, that brand out. You need to contact them. Hey, nothing they can't do. Sky's the limit. Get your branding right. Holler.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
I need.
What's up?
Keep me.
I got you. You already know. I'm gonna tell all y'all. You already know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we on the same thing because, you know, especially, you know, I know you guys work with the children as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's ironic, man, and it does my heart real good. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that, you know, people I'm connected to that have like minds, you know what I'm saying, are on that same page. Because like, I think I said this a while ago, but I talk about this often, how a lot of parents these days, they're like, you know, oh, these kids are bad and blah, 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 and, you know, have no direction, the whole nine, and they talk like that, and they don't even care to help. They're like, man, they them kids over here, you know, messing up stuff, destroying stuff, then they be in jail, they need this and this, and it's like, because y'all aren't doing y'all job.
Now, let me just add to that.
Yeah.
And just paint a picture of it.
Yeah.
So we got our after school program back as well. Me and Shannon.
Yeah.
Clay, you know what I'm saying? Shannon the shooter.
Dope,
I'm sorry.
dope.
We got our after school program back,
That's
right?
my name.
So so it's an alternative high school. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the stigma is alternative schools is for bad kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, okay, cool. They bad kids. All right. They, you know, they kind of less fortunate with certain things in certain areas, you know, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But when they are inside of the after school program, we see the real them.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
They not bad kids when they in that program.
Exactly.
Because you know why? We have their attention.
Facts.
It's something they like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something they want to do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They respect me. They respect her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if they had that outside
of that, right,
they wouldn't be bad kids.
That's my point.
If they had that at home,
exactly,
or wherever,
exactly,
that's what I get from it.
Yeah, you're right.
And also by them being bad kids, I keep throwing that up because they're not really bad. It's just they're a product of the environment.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So by them coming into the program, we actually saving their lives as well.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
For those few hours, a couple times a week.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So let me ask you this: why is it that they have to be bad kids to get in a program like that? You know what I'm saying?
It's because they have been kicked out of their original high school.
I get it, but why does it take that to happen for them to be offered such a program that?
Oh, right. Why it's not regularly in?
Right. Why is that not in the curriculum anyway?
Yeah.
And it's funny you say that because I actually, you know, it's funny. I started seeing certain schools starting to try to implement some of that, right? Years ago, man, I connected with some people are part of the administration as far as, education system and everything. And I told them, I said, I have an idea. I said, I want to implement, curriculum into the school system to give kids an opportunity to go from very start of, I want to be an artist. I see this on TV. I want to do this, blah, 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 to the completion of it all. Like, okay, by the time you get from here to here, it's like when you're going through school. By the time you graduate high school, you're ready for college, right? By the time you get to the end of, your high school career, you're okay. Look, I've tried all this music stuff. Either I made it to this point and I'm like, nah, this ain't for me. It's too much work. Or you actually went all the way through it and you make a conscious decision without having to drop out of high school. Now, the thing is what you're saying, and I love that you brought that up, because the crazy thing is, all the programs, because I hear this all the time, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, it's so weird. How does the government and the city, right? Any city, I don't care what city it is, have funding to go, okay, we can give you funding as a not-for-profit to do a program, right, for youth doing this here, but then why is it taken out of the schools? Because I hear it all the time. A lot of parents, a lot of kids, like, yeah, they took this music, program out of the school. They took this out of.
It's kind of weird.
So how are you not able to keep that in the school system?
But they paying for it on the back end.
Right. So then it goes back to what you're saying. Why do you have to be a bad student per se, right?
Yeah.
And to go to the alternative stuff. And I'll give you a backstory. Look, when I was in high school, I was okay. You know what? I was one of the ones like, okay, and I wasn't getting that same attention, right? I'm gonna keep it 100. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to figure this thing out, trying to, I'm hanging out and doing stuff, whatever. Okay, so I got to a point where, and I'm going somewhere with this. I got to a point where, my senior year, I got to a point where they were like, you ain't gonna graduate, and I'm like, what? So then they're like, yeah, matter of fact, not only are you not gonna graduate, we sending you to alternative school. So when you're explaining that, I know the depths of that. So I said, okay, all right, fine. So I'm thinking, because the way they spoke it to me and told it to me, I'm hopeless at this point. That's how I'm thinking about it, right? But I got a big brain. So I'm looking like, okay, I'm hopeless then. They send me over here. They're saying that. So I go over to the alternative school, right? And I'm over there and I'm watching. I'm like, dang, y'all, some of people were trying to really help, but then other people was almost like, y'all just getting a check. All the other kids or whatever was like, man, they just the same way they was in high school, they were worse over here, right? Yeah. So I'm looking like, man, I can't. I gotta graduate. Forget this. So how much stuff I gotta do to graduate? And they're like, well, they the workload they gave us here, it was a lot. I'm talking about, it was crazy, right? They said, nobody can finish that. Nobody. Like, even the smartest kid to come over, they can't finish that, right? I'm like, oh, really? They're like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, so well, show me my workload. So they show me the workload. I'm working at it. Man, listen, I'm knocking out like multiples in a day, because I was determined at that point, like, y'all ain't about to me, I'm a loser. You ain't about to tell me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all about to mess my life up. And y'all about to me, I ain't about to graduate neither. I said, so if I finish all this workload, I can go back over here and I can graduate the rest of my class? They're like, yeah, say less. You know what I'm saying? So needless to say, I graduated my class, right? So that's why I understand that part. Then the other thing is, I used to work with DuPage County. They had a program called DuPage County Area Projects that was dedicated to youth that were like, family places, family housing, things like that, where they had no fathers in their homes, period, right? So we're doing that school program, things of that nature, and that's why I can vouch what you're saying. When I was helping them kids, even the person that got hired as a director, I won't say their name, they hired as a director, and they came in and they didn't have that experience. They had the degree to come with it. So they hired them in there and they came in there and treated it like a job. All the kids gravitated to me because I'm looking like I can vibe with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Help you out your homework, after school program, we're playing basketball, whatever y'all want to do, we gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're like, man, so I saw they lacked that attention. They lacked that, the motivation. They lacked the per se education part of it, because they're like, man, nobody care about us type thing. We ain't got no fathers in the crib. Moms, she got to work hard and everything there, but she ain't there for us, in the time frame, because she got to work so hard, right? All right, got it. Get to the point where they were like, man, they were just so like enamored by the fact that somebody was giving them attention. You know what I'm saying? Willing to take that time out and show them the right way and let them, look, man, I know you're trying to go over there and hang out with your buddies and go do that over there because I heard y'all conversation, but that ain't the move. That is not the route you want to go. And they appreciated that, like, man, like, okay, somebody that's really, giving some good advice, and really cares in the same breath. That director, they was giving that director like the flux. They were not giving them the respect, none of them. So they came to me on the sidebar one time and was like, I gotta ask you something. I'm like, what's that? Why do kids always gravitate to you and they give you respect and blah, 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 blah. Then I come around, they treat me like, like they hate me or something like that. And I said, you want the truth? You think you handled it? They're like, yeah. I said, because you treat them like it's a job. You treat them like you have to be here. And, you don't really care about them. I said, when you change that, and you start showing them you really care about them, their future, you know, what's going on with them right now, it's going to change. And they started applying that, and things changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
sometimes all it takes is a conversation with them.
yes.
Really sit down with the young adult person,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, and really listen to them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Treat them as an adult.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Have an adult conversation. Like, let them speak.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So they can get out that shit, man, because
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
No, but it's
telling
true
you.
though, because think about it. I mean, the numbers and it's proven. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's really proven after, you know what I'm saying, the
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, because
that time off, I don't even know how to reference it, so we don't get taken off. But from that time, the numbers for the kids, man, that you know that have experienced mental health illness has like skyrocketed. But then on top of that, it's like depression and everything. Like in the schools, outside the schools, that they saying the depression has been like crazy with the kids. So it's like you have to. Man,
I think it's because it's like you say, like you have to bond with them, and then depending on what they like, they need more like real hands-on experience. So like that's why I feel like in my position when they come over where I'm at, it's like, you know, I'm talking to them, I'm meeting them where they at. I'm talking to them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also okay. Oh, this is what you want to do? All right, let's do it.
Yep.
It ain't no watch me do this, and you know what I'm saying, because they gonna get bored. You gotta keep their attention. You know what I'm saying? So I let them play with the turntable. I let them play with the keyboard. Like, you wanna get on the mic? You wanna come like this? Because they're amazed at the auto tune thing, like, you know, because that's what everybody going for. But for them to see that they can do this, that's where the gravitation come in there. Like, oh yeah, I can. He not like them because they doing their job. They being like authority because they already in the program through the system. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like when they come to me, it's like a release. And I'm gonna get to have fun, and I can almost be a rapper or something.
And you know what else too? We youthful with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't them. Remember how our teachers used to be all old and gray and bent over and you know what I'm saying? No, we youthful with it so they could relate. You know what I'm saying? They could relate and we can relate to them.
Because it's like back then with us, they were more like what they call it, old fashioned.
Exactly.
It was old fashioned. It was more so taught on this is how I was raised or like this and like that, but you gotta, but you know, of course things change. You gotta move with the times. And again, like you gotta meet them where they at. You know, they already want to be turned and lit as they say. So you kind of know where they at with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's your boy Jilla Beats, man. For any artists out there looking for production, make sure y'all go check out my BeatStars page, man. BeatStars.com/eJilla Beats. That's EJILLABEATS. Let's get it.
Yeah, and I like that term you said a second ago, though. I mean, we know it's a natural term as far as, you know, the bond with them. But when you was talking about it, it made me think of, you know, parents with y'all relationships with y'all kids. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking to buy them and bond with them.
Yeah,
for real.
That's cold.
Yeah, I can say for a fact being in the education system for real and working at an alternative high school. First of all, alternative high school is not necessarily just for students, bad students.
Yeah.
Right.
It's other situations that they come in for. They may have had lack of attendance.
Right.
They may have some of them got shot and missed time out of school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some of them spent some time in prison. So it's different variations. But what I teach them is that an alternative high school is not a school for bad kids. This is giving you another chance, an alternative chance to do what you need to do. So when you come here, it's your chance to succeed because at our school, you only need 18 credits to graduate. You know what I mean? You got to have 4 years of college. 4 years of English, no matter what. But there's the opportunity for you to fast track through so you don't have to be so left behind. So it's just another opportunity. And it's like, a lot of the students, they don't have nothing to do. They're bored. So when these programs are offered to them, it brings some type of joy to them being a part of the school system and everything. And you write about bonding with them. Because I know for these last 2 years working at the high school I work at, I've noticed a difference, not just in the students' relationship with me, but their relationship with each other because how I handle them. And when there's a disagreement, we all coming together and we're going to sit here like some adults and and we're gonna talk about how stupid this look.
Right.
You know, so it's like, you know, Miss Clay, you ain't old at all. You like our auntie, you know. We don't get mad at you because you talk to us like you care about us. So I think they get it, because I'm like, why the fuck y'all keep coming to my class? Ain't y'all sick of me kicking y'all out and stuff like that? But it's a joy being able to bring these things to these high school students, you know, these days, and these programs that's out here.
Yeah.
Is amazing, because it gives us a chance to share with them what we got.
Yeah, I have to say I appreciate people like yourself, you know what I'm saying, because there was a lady at my alternative school that, you know what I'm saying, that when she saw my thing, like, no, I want to get out of here. Y'all want to graduate? She was behind me like you are, with the other children. And the thing, and it's funny you just said a second ago, they say like, oh, you're like our auntie, you talk to us. That's very key. That small word, T-O, right? Most people talk at the kids, you know what I'm saying, instead of to them. So they looking like you talking at me. I don't understand, because I'm like, it's almost like you don't send my radar off. Now it's foreign language now, because you're talking at me. You know what I'm saying? And okay, so what's that supposed to do? You know how kids think. How is that supposed to do? When you talk to them, they're like, you understand me. Okay,
man,
you're
like,
trying to have
as
a
an adult, you're not finna talk at me.
No, I'm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we not doing that. I just had this.
Facts.
I just had this situation. Like, no, you're not finna talk at me. If you want to talk to me, call me.
Right.
But we ain't finna do that. You know what I'm saying? So
But I definitely give them the opportunity to speak their mind. You got a lot of teachers, stop cursing, stop doing this. But sometimes you just got to let them get out whatever it is they're trying to get out. So I sit back and let them do it. Like, I tell everybody, I'm like, I know my class seemed chaotic, but y'all see these kids always come here because they feel safe. When something is going on, the first person they run to, Miss Clay, guess what happened? This teacher did this to me. You know what I mean? So they come there. It's like, hey, I deal in organized chaos, but whatever works. I'm not about to bring the same tradition that we had growing up, because the kids say that. They be like, you know, I thought coming to an alternative school was a bad idea, but I think this one of the best things I could have did. Then we got people like you here, like, I'll never forget you. And that stuff like that makes the whole experience worthwhile.
That's what it's about. That's what it's really about anyway, to give people an experience to make them think about later on down the line and say, man, hey, Miss Clay put me on to this, and ever since I learned this is what I've been on. Because had I not ran into Miss Clay, I don't know where I would have been.
Look, it's students that have graduated 2 years prior that come up there to see her, to sit with her and chill. You know what I'm saying? If they such bad kids, they could have just been going to do some whatever they doing. But they didn't left and created families. Came back and seen them.
There's the impact. Like, that's what it is, the impact.
You know what I'm saying? So you know,
and
so that's what it's all about.
And then I was listening to what you're saying. I know y'all probably like, man, I always have an analogy for everything. I said it to my sister this morning on the way here. I said I got another analogy. But anyway, no, for real, because I was sitting there like, you know, basically I gave her the analogy of, you know what I'm saying, I'm telling you how I told her. I said a lot of people, you know, when people you know, make things successful, everybody gotta play their part. When people don't play their part, you know what I'm saying, it's like if you're the visionary and you're over the whole thing and you're looking forward ahead, you're trying to stir the ship forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. I gotta look, make sure ain't no glaciers, make sure you know anything, no shallow waters, so we don't get stuck somewhere because we're a big ship. You know what I'm saying? And you're being a visionary. People that aren't doing their job, you gotta keep going back because you know all the jobs. You're like, bro, if you don't, I need you to do this back there, man. But if I'm not able to sit here and focus and be a visionary and look what's coming ahead, and then we're gonna hit a glacier, and here we are, we're the Titanic now. You know what I'm saying? She was like, that's a good analogy. I'm like, that's what I use from construction on it. But going back to what I was saying about your room. And why it's so effective and impactful, your room compared to other, if you think about what you said, they talk about the other teachers and all that stuff, and even parents, when they talk about, my parents said this, blah, 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 but when I talk to somebody else, they give it to me like this and talk to me, not at me, right? Yeah. Your room is like a democracy and everybody else is a dictatorship.
Yeah.
So they being dictated. When they come over to you, like, I'm free. Yeah. I can be me. I can talk. I can express this right here, explain it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to help me to understand in a better way because you are the adult, but you can relate, like you're saying, relatable. Yeah. You can relate to me. And that's what they need. And here's the ironic part. All of us in here, and it's so, think about this for a minute. All of us in here not only have a heart for the youth, right? But we're good at teaching, right? But we all got it out the mud, and a lot of things we learned, we taught ourselves, right? So here's the funny thing: without other folks that be trying to get it, you know, I'm gonna try to sneak and you know take the ideas, do this and this, right? The ones of us that got out of the mud, and self-taught in a lot of areas, it's like we have because of how we had to struggle to get to the successes we've gotten to, we have more of an empathy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm gonna show you. And that's where it gets people misconstrued because they thinking, I gotta compete with you, gotta compete with you, gotta compete with you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta take what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, to have something because they're not a visionary. But it goes back to a conversation we had a while ago. If they just talk to us, you know what I'm saying? Any of us and say, look, I love what you're doing. I'm trying to learn that. You know, so it could be a fly on the wall or something, you know, blah, blah, blah. And they don't understand. We freely give information, you know, to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? But freely give information mostly, you know, okay, we're going to help the next person. Mm-hmm. But because in their own mind, which comes back to the mental health awareness, you know what I'm saying? They conjure up this idea of, I gotta get it in a sneaky, sabotaging, manipulative, negatively influenced type of way. And it still don't work out for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it's a great thing. I'm saying that to say, you know, give y'all kudos as well, and other people that are like us that got out the mud, you know what I'm saying, figured it out, know how to teach and everything, and are bringing it back to go, we got to teach these youth. Yes. I'm still concerned and curious. Somebody out there, y'all got to let us know this. Why is it that the programs are removed from the school systems, but then yet on the sidebar, they're given funding to teach this stuff and go over this stuff in alternative programs, or no, I say, excuse me, let me change that word because that's not the thing, to a different program, you know what I mean, doing the same thing. If they could just put that funding right back into the school system to keep those programs in the schools. Somebody let us know that, please.
I think, go ahead.
I was about to say, you know what, let me say something. It's actually not such a bad idea because it gives the small business owners, the people who are dedicated to this thing, because if you bring to the school systems and have teachers teach it, the love won't be involved in it. Right. So
no, I agree with you.
It's actually, I get what you're saying.
I'm talking the music program.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying?
I
like,
definitely
you know what I'm saying? Like,
get. Well, we had some music teachers that couldn't teach music either. Right. But my point of it all is that there's a passion with people who are born to do that particular thing. So it's kind of cool that they taking the money out the schools and putting it in the pockets of the people who are naturally designed to do this stuff. So it's.
Yes, that's a good balance. That's a good balance.
I mean, that's my little I don't even want to say devil's advocate because it's not a bad thing. That's my angelic advocate.
I feel like that's only. I feel like that's only in our community though.
Urban, it's definitely urban program.
You know what I'm saying? It's only in the urban community where the program is not there. You know what I'm saying?
But that's because of funding,
right?
And I'm gonna tell you something, and it's because of funding because our people don't like to come to school,
right?
So they only get funded for the attendance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's why I believe that these programs are made on the side. Okay. Because if they still giving them the opportunity, but on the side because they can't fund it as an everyday thing through the whole school year. Right. So they would just block out this certain amount of time.
That makes sense though.
On the side that they can actually fund and still get that quality of programs. What up? This episode is being sponsored by CRSMG Radio.
All music, all the time.
You've never heard radio like this.
And I promise you, make sure you download that app. It's in the App Store and Google Play Store. It is worldwide.
So let me get
that makes sense.
You know, so let me get this straight. Let me get this straight, right? All these musicians out here, whatever you are as a musician, you mean to tell me we can't get together and make a school or a program? And if I'm saying that right, or let me see, a program or the funding together to create a program that can go throughout CPS or urban schools to just implement the music program back in it. Because come on now, look at the world now. Everything evolves around music. Facts. Why is that still being absent in the schools though?
Well, I got an answer for you. I got an answer for you. And reason
outside of funding.
The reason why I got an answer for you is because what you just asked about, I done connected with all these different not-for-profit organizations, right? Because I started mine, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna start trying to, piece the puzzle together because that's what I like to do. Orchestrate it to, okay, look, we can all play together. What happens And I've noticed that I'm like, man, you gotta be kidding me, man. The same similar thing we talk about in our own city as far as the crabs in the bucket thing, you know what I'm saying? That the stigma, right? Happens in that aspect of it as well. And the reason why I can tell you this is I've been at these different corporations, big ones, you know what I'm saying, that have and I'm looking like, man, come on. So the answer to your question is because everybody looks at it as a lick. Everybody's going, okay, I can do this and do this, set up a not-for-profit, okay, and I can do the bare minimum here, but then I'm gonna fluff my paperwork, make it seem like I'm doing all this, whatever, and getting these big grants, right? And I've been noticing that. How I noticed that one major one that's in our city, and I did a visit to the headquarters, and when I went there, and it disheartened me, man, because I was like, man, it's in the middle of the hood, but it's a headquarters, right? It looked like you know what I'm saying, like the way it looks, it's super clean and it's on point, right? Outside the gates. You can come in the gates, whatever, but I'm watching and I was paying attention on the visit. I'm like, okay, I'm looking around. This is a dope, setup. You know what I'm saying? Those who are taking advantage of it, you know what I'm saying, even living on campus or whatever you want to call it, okay, on the other side of the gate though. I'm watching as everybody's walking around and stuff like that. Ain't none of them paying no mind to this place. Nobody's trying to come in that gate, nothing like that. The only time people are coming in there, and I just happened to be there on that day when they was giving food out, right? So I'm seeing cars coming in and out, whatever. That was it. Not actual people walking in there. It wasn't that. So I'm like, okay. So I'm listening. I'm like, okay. I'm listening to the leadership. And I said, okay, because they brought me down there for was they wanted to set up something to where it's like something massive, in the city through them to have celebrities come in, a big basketball tournament, you know what I'm saying? The whole shebang, right? So before I went down there, they were proposing that, okay, yeah, we got $100,000 to put towards this, right? I said, okay, $100,000, I can make some things shake with that, right? So I go down there and meet with them and everything. I get down there and meeting, whatever, and they're like, yeah, so, some of the money, is not going to be available from now. I said, okay, well, how much are we talking now? $10,000. I said, I can't do no with $10,000, what y'all asking me to do. I can't. It's impossible. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah. So we're talking about different things, talking about the programs they have in the whole nine. So I'm walking around, so I'm noticing, I'm like, y'all super comfortable. And y'all saying, y'all rotate every couple of years, but y'all still been here anyway. So I'm looking at everybody's super comfortable. All I'm seeing, I'll kid you not, all the latest Teslas decked out and, these nice cars inside the gate. And I'm going, okay, where everybody at? People don't really, come over here and utilize the programs like that. And I was like, what are you doing to market it to the people, to the actual people that need it out there? You know what I'm saying? Outside that gate. And it's like, well, we put it out there, but they're not responding. And I'm like, y'all are doing something wrong. Because there's no way in life, because I'm watching all y'all walking around look like money. Look like money, sound like money. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, we get this, we get these grants, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking like all y'all rocking with money. And every car I've seen coming here. Man, listen, the only people that was in that bad boy was people that was that had to work because they were on a program, right? Because they got released. So on a program, or you know what I'm saying, they were staying there because what you call that? To get better as far as if you got addictions. Yeah, that. So I'm like, okay, all right, so that they all have to be over here, and then it's right. So I'm watching. So I'm like, man, so when I leave out of here, I immediately got into a conversation with one of the security, you know what I'm saying, that came down with me. I said, I'm not understanding. And he said, what? I said, you don't see this? And I was like, this is a huge resource that the people in the area aren't even utilizing. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell they got a lot of money. So I'm going, they're getting money that's coming in and fronting like it's going towards something. And they live in fat, man. I was like, and that was one. But there's many other organizations, even smaller organizations, right? And even people. And that's all he was talking about. Every time I hear the conversations, I'm like, because at first I'm thinking, okay, I'm like, man, if it's like that, they get funding like that much money for this stuff right here like this? Okay, shoot, people trying to make a difference. That's gonna be a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, to do what they need to really do, and not to worry about the equipment and stuff like that. They got anything, you know what I'm saying, whether it's materials, whatever, they'll be covered, you know what I'm saying, it'll be good to go, and then even be able to do extra incentive stuff through bigger. That's because, and that's what's going on though, bro.
That's because most of this shit is a money grab.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. It's all about greed.
It's a money grab.
Yeah.
Everybody is more concerned about who gonna get the most payout or whatever we doing. Nobody's gonna be willing to. All these people come together and do this for free, put their resources together and give back for real. They trying to see what am I getting out of this.
Right. That's why they need people like us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We need somebody to give us a warehouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we need to convert it to a school.
Exactly.
And so we need to start our own school, just like how we have the schools for ballet. We have the schools for acting.
Yep.
We have the school, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This could be a strict strictly for music. Whatever, singing, rapping, beat making.
I love that idea.
And see, man, that's
Strictly
where
for that.
I come in there and took some initiative
Yeah.
and trying to start something. And of course, y'all see me reaching out. Hey, if you want to come volunteer and come do this, do that, and other, let's do it, because we doing it for the youth. We doing it for the kids. Yeah. I work with the juveniles. It's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But somebody got to step up and start taking some initiative. You got all these people out here saying, "Hey, I'm doing this. I'm top tier at it." They saying the same thing. They saying the same thing. They saying the same thing.
Yep.
But how come they can't put their money up?
Yeah.
They put their money up. They put their money up, and they put their money up.
Exactly.
And make one whatever, and let's do it.
Yeah.
But since everybody doing something for somebody,
Why
why it's not happening?
Because it's capped. That's why.
I'm just.
No, I'm saying they really ain't doing all that.
I'm just trying to see if everybody see what I'm seeing and agree with what I'm saying. Because if everybody just so this and that, then how come y'all not getting together and making it a bigger thing? Or or one of the reasons is because I don't like him.
But like you said though, you said how come they're not making a bigger thing? Because you just said it. Because then if it's bigger than them, they're not the ones focusing on getting that money. But see, they're trying to put the money in their pocket.
And if your mentality is there, then you need to get out the way, because
Facts. I agree.
If what we doing is gonna be bigger than me, that's cool, because I'm still a part of it.
Exactly. Exactly.
I want it to be bigger than me because for one, it ain't even about me.
That part.
And the stuff we trying to do is about the future of other people that's trying to do what we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, we trying to hand back tools and knowledge, stuff that wasn't given to us. Like you say, a lot of stuff we do, we taught ourselves.
Exactly.
And it wasn't no YouTube.
Nope. Sure wasn't.
It wasn't no YouTube, no TikTok, none of that. So we was self-taught. So imagine giving these kids, or they ain't even got to be kids, anybody that just want to become one of these.
Anybody that want to learn.
Anybody that want to learn. Just imagine that with today's technology.
Exactly.
And everybody everybody put in on it. Joe, let's do it like this.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It seems like it take people who are already like not well off on their own, but could take care of their own personal stuff. Because when you get people who struggling in their own life and then to put in on something like that, then that's when the thought of I need money. But if you got people who got their life established and then they can give a little bit into something else to where your little bit, this little bit, my little bit, it all is okay. And so we ain't coming in there like I got to do this because I got to get this money. So therefore, when the big grants start coming in, you can start divvying them out between people. It's like the money is not the forefront thing. So it take people with not only a heart, but that's also stable in their own specific lives to where they could take care of themselves and give some.
Exactly.
Now, I'm not saying being rich, because ain't nobody out here rich like that.
And see, that's the thing about it. You don't even have to be rich to be able to do that. That's the whole thing of coming up with a table. Like I just said, like, man, you could take your little bit, you could take your little bit, you could take your little bit. And you know how many people here in Chicago that's trying to do something, so that cost to
be minimal.
Bro, to do it, like, man, did anybody buy the Regal Theater yet?
I don't. It's just
rumors.
It's just too many rumors. I don't know.
If they didn't, I'm just saying, if they didn't, read that again. But everybody doing something. Everybody doing it like this. Everybody doing it like that.
Yeah.
And
you got some people, they the only ones doing it like that. Let them tell it. You know what I'm saying? So why everybody can't come together and put whatever on a bigger stage, bigger platform, schools, programs, whatever we the whole thing,
exactly,
because they thinking about themselves
every time.
That's why they not coming together, because they want to be the main character.
That part.
They got main character syndrome.
Yeah, they want to be.
You know what I'm saying?
I say it all the time. They want to be that person that I did it because of me. We had that.
That's why they don't come together.
It's gonna take some love, like some real love of what you doing to do this. Because imagine if 100 of us had $1,000 and we or whatever, how many people had a certain amount of money, and we put it together into this building and we just start running a program just off like our I was almost said tithe to the situation, but our offering to the situation is giving our time and teaching. But man, people don't understand the blessings that you get back when you do stuff like that, and the money that pour in from people saying, "Damn, they doing this, they ain't even getting no
the support
hourly."
will be real.
You know what
definitely.
I mean? Like you'll have companies start giving you things. You'll have, you know what I mean? It's like it takes like for real love. You got to have love of what you doing, love of people, and be a giver to be able to do this. You can't come in with a selfish heart and that be. It's accomplishable, but you just got to find these people that got that. That space. If that all came together, I know something a school can happen.
That's why I'm manifesting.
Yeah.
A warehouse.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, when I get the warehouse, it's gonna be given to me.
Most definitely. That's right.
It's gonna,
I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement. We received that with you. Yeah.
Everything gonna be paid for.
Yeah. Let's do
everything.
This.
I'm not gonna have to do anything.
To get it worked out.
Exactly. I'm gonna have grants to pay for the lights. I'm gonna have grants to pay for the water. I'm gonna have grants to pay for the heating and cooling.
So and think about what you said though. What you're saying right there. You said I'm gonna have right.
Yeah.
Check it out. Imagine, and that goes back to what you said. If each person, say you had 100 people, like you said, they ain't really gotta come out their pocket like that. Initially, might have to do that, but I'm saying as far as like everything you described right now, imagine if you do it, right? I do it.
Yep.
That's the majority of the funding right there for everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean?
So and then think about this, right? Mm-hmm. What he said, you getting the fund and grants, they gonna give it to us.
Yep.
Imagine if all of us came together first.
Yeah.
One thing first.
If all of us came together first, imagine what they'll give us when they see all of us doing.
That's what I'm saying though, because think about it. Because we're touching on something I just had a conversation about recently, right? And I was like, okay, and not in a racial type of way, not being funny, but I was like, I said, think about this for a minute. I said, the people that were on the pages we're on, right? As obviously, our color, right? Our people. I mean, the men say that, but anyway, if they, it's funny, man. Like, that's what I said. If each of us was doing it, not the building part. I'm talking as far as getting the grants and things like that, right? Right. I said, can you imagine if we were doing that like that, right? And a bunch of us are together, say 100 people, and we're recycling the money through, seeing different programs we're all doing and stuff like that, right? I said, do you know they have opportunity to recreate wealth?
Yeah.
This wealth, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I wanted to touch on what you were saying a second ago, as far as when you were saying as far as somebody is giving, saying like and all, what I mean, like has a heart for it, love. Everything you describe, honest God, truth, 20 years. That's how I've been living and moving. And everybody's like, how are you still doing it? Other folks then gave up, then quit the whole nine. Why are you, saying like, and they think that because of everything you described, that I'm a pushover when I'm really not a pushover. You know what I'm saying? It's those cores that I've been moving for over 20 years, you know what I'm saying, to where I'm like, I could see the vision. I know there's like-minded people, you know what I'm saying? I've tried it with different people, man. Oh, you dropped the ball. Okay, shoot, okay, somebody else, anybody else? Okay, y'all trying to do it too? Okay, all right, cool. Man, hey, all y'all into this for this selfish stuff, man. All y'all just want money grabs. Dang, okay. And it's been like that for 20 years, bro. So that's why when you're saying what you're saying, I'm like, it is doable with the like-minded people to have the same hearts and stuff. Because I'm looking like, bro, this is all everybody keeps doing. And like, I get the question all the time. I swear I do. People and the artists and everybody are like, dude,
bro, that's why
that's
why I say what I say when I be saying it. I might not word it right all the time, but the people that get it, and the people that get it, they get it too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Let's not act like a lot of shit don't exist that goes on out here, and the more we keep just sweeping it under the rug,
I'm tired of sweeping under the rug.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna never get resolved.
That part.
It's not gonna be resolved. There's never gonna be a solution because the problems keep getting swept up under the rug. We keep letting these plants live. They can't. The weeds can't grow with the flowers.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
It never happens in the garden. We always taking the weeds out of the garden.
Exactly.
It cannot grow with the flowers.
Exactly. Which goes back to what we suggested last time. You know what I'm saying? As far as implementing that round table. You know what I mean? And
I don't know. Because we had a discussion kind of offline about that.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it offline. You know what I'm saying? But check this out, man.
Yeah. We got it. Yep.
Yeah, I think we at that get it. You know what I'm saying? But look, y'all. Honestly, everybody just need to come together for real.
Agreed. Yes.
Like, because like we really didn't touch on none of this about what I'm about to say, but next episode. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of things going on over the past couple of weeks while we were on a break, you know, that I have been noticing online, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That should be addressed, but I'm not sure if we should be the ones addressing it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But we may talk about it offline, like I guess, as I say, but you know, it's just a lot that needs to change, man, because it's so much happening to get attention. Yeah. It's like a bunch of weird stuff has been happening.
Okay.
You know, over the Chicago music scene.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but we're going to touch on that next episode, y'all.
Okay.
But until then, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at I am DJ Q-Ball.
Each of the beats at everything.
This is Versatile Everywhere.
And Shannon the Shooter.
Yes.
Follow me on what I want y'all to follow. Follow me on Twitter at I am Shannon Clay. That'll work. I wasn't expecting that, y'all. I told y'all I'm chilling.
Yeah, you know.
Look, now you the producer. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. You know what I'm saying? She get the same respect we get. You the producer, okay?
You feel me? But she'll have all her stuff together the next episode.
Right, you know
Don't
what I'm
worry
saying?
about it. Don't worry about
Including the EPK for all the intro.
But until then, man, make sure y'all follow the Unplugged Talk podcast everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And y'all be peaceful.
Peace.
Later.